I'm Robyn. I'm founder of Heroine, a creative director and photographer. When I left A-levels, I decided not to go to university. From a young age, I've always found myself drawn towards style as a form of self-expression. And so when I was a young teenager, my mum was diagnosed with cancer and I felt completely powerless and unable to help emotionally. The way that I could help her was to use style and wigs and scarves and headdresses and jumpers and all these things that I realised would really help her and that I loved doing and I loved sharing with her. So this helped her to really build her confidence up and feel her own power and keep her identity, which is hard when something like that happens. We will be producing collections, so that will be the main kind of uniter of the brand. We're producing collections, clothing collections, that are inspired by historical heroines. So that's where the heroine comes from. It's like heroines of all different times, periods, walks of life, young and old. I think one of the important things with having your own business is being adaptable and making sure that your business can adapt as well. Find your own rhythm and your own format and your own way of working, and you learn a lot about yourself that way. I think working someone else's way for someone else, you learn a lot, but I think you learn faster about yourself as a person. I mean, there's so many different types of entrepreneurs. So it is a really general term, but for me, I think it means running your own business and doing something in your own way and having ideas and the balls to execute them. Actually, at first, I really didn't like calling up about all the tax and VAT and all this stuff, because I just thought, well, the website's confusing, so they're going to be confusing on the phone. But actually, if you call them up, they're really helpful. So yeah, definitely just Google any kind of more government-based information. Just Google and usually ring them up. It's a lot easier if you ring them. You might have to wait for ages. Bounce your idea around and try and look at it from as many different perspectives as you can. I've realised that you can just ask people questions, and people actually like being asked questions. They like sharing what they know or their opinions. Competitions, and if you see any competitions, just enter them, because you learn so much and you meet so many people. For a startup and an entrepreneur, it is quite lonely sometimes. You're not really kind of speaking a lot of the time. You're typing away and you're just on your own. So things like that are really important to kind of just get your business and your ideas out there and bounce it off different people that you don't know. When everyone went to uni, I was I'm on my own in a village, no friends, and they're all partying, and I'm doing this, but I loved it. I didn't really care.